We're out with the old and in with the new as Masai Ujiri is under negotiations with the Toronto Raptors as we speak and could possibly, as early as Monday, become the next Raptors general manager. Now he knows the Toronto Raptors inside and out, and let's commend him for winning Executive of the Year with the Denver Nuggets. But we gotta take a trip down memory lane. Let's talk about Bryan Colangelo for a second. 7 years under the helm, and what did he have to show for it? 5 years without making the playoffs, a first-round pick that quickly became a headache, and Europeans galore that quickly became busts. He wanted to see this thing through, but sadly, Laiwicki wanted a fresh new start. I, on the other hand, hoped he was able to see this thing through, but now he will be seeing it as president? Okay, I don't know how that works out too well for the team, but you gotta commend him for the success, the subtle success that the Toronto Raptors had. But with the good, unfortunately came the bad. From Hito Turkoglu to Jermaine O'Neal to even Jason Kapono, whose threes were subtle impacts, but they weren't the be-all and end-all of the Toronto Raptors, now were they? It seems as though the Raptors are so close to smelling the playoffs. They went from being 4-19 to finishing the season 9th, tied with the Philadelphia 76ers with a record of 34-48. But Bryan Colangelo, sadly, that wasn't going to do. I had a chance to speak to him on the last game of the Toronto Raptors season, and here's what I was able to get out of him. Let us know your thoughts on how the season played out this year for the Toronto Raptors.
Well, it's obviously discouraging that we're not in the playoffs. Tonight we're finishing the season, I think, in a very positive way. We've won 6 of our last 7, and really from a terrible start, 4-19, we've gone 29-29. So things have really turned around for the better. We made a few moves this year. Acquiring Rudy Gay obviously kind of changed the dynamic and picture and outlook for this team. And I think we've got some great pieces, especially the young developing Jonas Valanciunas to just single out one. But, next year, it's not a matter of if we make the playoffs. I really think we are a playoff team. We've proven that here in the last, 70% of the season. And, it's just a shame we don't have another couple weeks to play because we might find ourselves there.
I agree. A lot of people pack it in. A lot of teams do. But for this Raptors team right now, if they are to finish the season today and with a win, they could be in 9th spot. I think that's an improvement going into next season, vying for a playoff position, right?
Yeah, unfortunately, 9th still doesn't get you there. It might be a little tonic in the process, but early in the year I said 41 wins gets you to the playoffs in the Eastern Conference. I think you can look back over the last 10 years and that holds true. But this year I kept saying maybe 39-40 gets you in. This year, as of right now, it could be 37 or 38. And it's just a shame that we lost so many games early on that really slipped through our fingers for a variety of reasons, whether it was a bad NBA call or just poor decision-making or lack of attention to detail. But we got it on track, and that's the important thing. And those games, especially since Rudy's been here, we've completely reversed in terms of those games that were won or lost by 5 points. We're coming out on the better end of those now. And because he's a guy that you can go to make a shot or get a basket or get a call and or make a game-winning shot. So I think that there's again one more positive element of the Rudy piece, but we've got a whole young team that's developing and growing before us, and I think organic growth is going to be very key and critical to our future success. But we're also focused on what little things we can do to tweak or what bigger things we can do to really take the thing to another level. We've maintained that 500 level basketball, and that's playoff basketball.
Now I want to hear from all you Raptors fans out there. Tell me your thoughts about Bryan Colangelo and what you think about the new general manager that we could be getting in a matter of days. Send me all your thoughts via @PyleDoshi.TV or on YouTube, PyleDoshi1. Thanks again for joining me inside the Purple Room. Make sure you catch me next time, and I will talk to you again. Take care.